What's going on? Welcome to the Field of 68. Got a very special guest here. I've been excited to talk to this guy. Was once one of my own, but now he's found a home down there in Kentucky. Will Levis. Will, how you doing today? I really appreciate you taking some time.
Doing well. Just had a pretty solid practice and looking forward to just kind of hanging out here the rest of the night.
I hear you, man. I hear you. So I kind of want to reflect back on that Florida game. I'm sure you're blue in the face talking about it, but walk me through it. I'm just going to throw a couple things out there that I saw and that I'm very surprised about, and I think you can expand upon. You guys look like a team that's been there before. I know that historically speaking, Kentucky's had some rough patches, and you guys have been building this thing, and it's been fun to watch. But when you get in those types of environments, not having a ton of reps at it, it's really hard to come out and play the way that you guys played. And I think it's a testament from the top down, head coach through the leadership, all the way down to the bottom. So I want you to kind of expand on that and talk me through what that's like, the building of that, and ultimately what you expect moving forward.
Yeah, it definitely is difficult for someone who's never been in an environment like that. Some of our guys were playing in their second college football game of all time. Most of those guys being true freshmen too. So to be exposed to an environment like that in your second game, and then for a lot of our starters, second game of starting, it is difficult, and it's a testament to kind of our leadership and our coaching staff for getting us prepared throughout the week. I think, as you probably know, what we did at Penn State as well, just like pumping the crowd noise in at practice and making sure that the environment in practice was as annoying or even more than it will be for game day. So some guys were a little surprised by that, but it was necessary. And we made sure we had the right mindset throughout the whole week. And I think we're at a level now, this program, where we're expecting to be on that stage and to play in those types of games. And we've already seen a few of those types of games just in the last couple of seasons. So for the program and for the guys that have been there, it was nothing new. And because of that experience, I think we were able to just bring up the guys around us, get them ready for what to expect, and to just kind of have that no flinch mentality and go in there and just play ball. So, we still had high aspirations, but that's a good game for us to build upon.
No doubt. So talk me through this too a little bit, because I feel like a lot of fans don't have the perspective or the will to kind of dive into this. But you're obviously a guy who helped change that culture, right? Like you touched on guys playing and experience, but like I said, I think this was a culture win for Kentucky. I thought it really showed again what Coach Stoops is trying to build down there. And you're obviously a guy that they leaned on heavily to help do that. So kind of walk me through that. How much of that have you shouldered individually in the locker room, film preparation, and things like that?
Yeah, I think, as a quarterback, whether you like it or not, you're going to be a leader. And I've always kind of had that leadership mentality, and it's a little harder when you're not the starter. And then when you are the starter, you kind of feel more comfortable being more vocal and being the guy to really step in and get into guys when you need to. And that's a role that I took head on this offseason. It was the first year that I was able to prepare like that for an entire offseason, being the guy, kind of knowing that I have the job, and to just bringing everyone along and not being demeaning, but demanding to a lot of these guys. And we just know that if the leaders that are doing the right thing and acting the way they want everyone else to, that everyone else is just kind of going to follow suit. And I feel like that's what happened with us. And the guys that were new to it were able to rely on the dudes that have been there before. And it starts with them and those dudes that have been there before acting the right way and having the right mindset.
It's awesome, man. Domino effect, passing the torch. I love it. So we'll shift gears. Looking ahead, you guys got Ole Miss coming up here in a couple weeks. You're headed down to the Grove, then at UT, and then you got a big one at home versus Georgia. And I think that could shape up to be a major player in the SEC here in terms of the overall outcome. So I'm a huge fan of you guys. I love the blue collar mentality. I love the way you guys come out, play super physical, fly around. So just looking forward, obviously, you got to take each week, 1 week at a time. As we saw this past weekend, Giants can fall. But looking ahead, what are you most excited about with this team in terms of your development, growth, and hopefully peaking at the right time?
Yeah, I think that I'm just looking forward to peaking and to finding that comfort zone of exactly what we're great at, what we're going to focus on more in terms of which kind of run concepts, which kind of pass concepts are really going to be our bread and butter. I still feel like we're figuring that out right now, and we're kind of it takes until we get those reps in the games to understand really what we're confident in putting out there and what routes we'll have our guys run and all that. And I kind of feel like we found that 5-6 games into the season last year. So, and that's when we were our most dangerous. And throughout the rest of the year, we were playing really good ball, obviously with some ups and downs. But that team after the fourth game was infinitely better than it was the first game. And I know that we still have that jump to take this year. And I just know that if we keep kind of preparing the way that we have been and trust our coaches and our play calling and how they put us up for success, this team can be really, really dangerous.
Good stuff, man. Well, I know you got to get to class. I appreciate the time, ladies and gentlemen. Will Levis, he was once one of me, but I'm super happy he found a home now. And seriously, dude, super proud of you. Keep it up. Anything you need, reach out if that means anything. But good stuff. Good luck the rest of the year. Stay healthy.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.